Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering Annihilus. He made his first appearance in Fantastic Four Annual, issue number 6, that was released in August of 1968. He also goes by various aliases, two of them being the Bugman and Lord of the Negative Zone, with him being a male insectoid that stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 200 pounds. Also typically exhibiting green eyes with no hair at all, while also having a green colored skin or carapace. Not to mention unique bat-like wings. Now, due to a variety of reasons, Annihilus is an extremely powerful being. He's generally known to have enhanced physiology due to a prolonged exposure to an artifact known as the Cosmic Control Rod, as well as being subjected to an accelerated growth element from the work of Dr. Boltar, who was actually Mephisto in disguise. Nevertheless, Annihilus' strength easily rivals the might of Thanos, with the Mad Titan himself actually stating that Annihilus was evolving into a being apart from the cosmic norm, such as himself and others like Adam Warlock. Not to mention that the Nova Corps considers Annihilus to have a universal threat level. To touch on several of his specific abilities, Annihilus has high-level, moderate superhuman strength, being able to easily lift 50 tons, although this can be increased by absorbing energy with his cosmic control rod. And his strength was actually augmented to incalculable levels after he gained the power of the Hulk. At various times, he also exhibits low to moderate levels of superhuman speed, agility, and reflexes. But without a doubt, his most significant ability is his vast superhuman durability, being highly resistant to basically all forms of physical injury due to his unique chitinous exoskeleton, which makes it nearly impossible to injure him. He additionally has extreme survivability, being capable of surviving in a vacuum for up to 1 year, which would qualify him as nearly self-sustaining. However, it's worth noting that it seems that Annihilus will continue to be self-resurrecting forever, even without the cosmic control rods. In his own words, he actually has said that he cannot stop living no matter how many times he dies. And so far, he seems to have lived up to this. And one other new ability that Annihilus seems to have is fear inducement, which means that he has the ability to broadcast powerful fear into those around him, even beings such as the Hulk. Albeit, one caveat is that this ability seems to not work on Adam Warlock or Thanos for some unknown reason. The only seeming weakness that Annihilus has is that he has extreme paranoia, basically believing that everyone is out to steal the cosmic control rod from him. And on the few occasions that he's actually lost this rod, it sends him into an extreme panic attack, reducing his tactical wherewithal, which already is not the best due to Thanos revealing that Annihilus seems to use overwhelming force, thinking that that can solve all of his problems, rarely relying on complex strategy. Now, very quickly, a few of the things that the Cosmic Control Rod adds to Annihilus' repertoire is that it greatly reduces his aging speed. It also enhances his immune system. It makes him extremely resistant to energy attacks, which is most likely due to the fact that he can absorb energy around him to make himself stronger. It allows for interstellar flight and permits powerful energy blasts. And last but not least, it gives him limited ability to manipulate atomic structures into various configurations. So as you can see, Annihilus is a force to be reckoned with. Now, this terrifying force of destruction in the Marvel Comics universe originated from the inhospitable and chaotic dimension known as the Negative Zone. His origins can be traced back to an ancient race called the Tyaninans, who, in the pursuit of seeding life across the cosmos, inadvertently set the stage for the rise of one of the most formidable villains in the Marvel universe. On one fateful day, after one of their starships crashed on the volcanic planet known as Arthros due to a meteor strike, the dying Tyanin crew released life spores that eventually evolved into various life forms. One of these spores, through a mutation, developed into an insectoid creature with exceptional intelligence. This creature would go on to become Annihilus, a being whose very name strikes fear across the cosmos. Annihilus' evolution into a dominant force began when he discovered the wreckage of the Tyanin spaceship. Among the debris, he found a helmet that allowed him to absorb the vast knowledge and advanced technology of the Tyaneans. This newfound intelligence and technological prowess were further augmented by the acquisition of a powerful artifact known as the Cosmic Control Rod, a device that not only granted him immense power, but also extended his lifespan. With these new enhanced abilities, Annihilus would then craft a formidable set of body armaments and became obsessed with one singular goal: the eradication of all life that posed a potential threat to his existence. Driven by an intense fear of death, Annihilus jealously guarded his cosmic control rod, seeing it as the key to his continued survival. This paranoia eventually led him to the view of any being or civilization that crossed his path as a threat, prompting him to launch devastating campaigns of conquest and annihilation. His first significant encounter with the heroes of Earth occurred when the Fantastic Four entered the negative zone and temporarily seized his cosmic control rod to save Susan Richards. This incident left Annihilus with a lasting grudge against the Fantastic Four, whom he would clash with repeatedly over the years. One of Annihilus's earliest conquests involved an invasion of Subatomica, where he faced off against Psycho Man. And only because of Psycho Man's use of weapons powered by the Silver Surfer and Spider-Man, Annihilus's forces would ultimately be repelled. But the insectoid's ambitions were far from extinguished, because his next encounter with Earth came through the villainous Nega-Man, the evil twin of Janus, who sought to harness the power of the negative zone. Although Annihilus easily defeated Nega-Man, he saw an opportunity to invade Earth and formed a brief alliance with him. This partnership ended in betrayal, with Nega-Man apparently perishing in the exploding atmosphere, a volatile region where the negative zone intersects with the positive matter universe. Subsequent to this, Annihilus continued to pose a threat to Earth, clashing with the Avengers when Rick Jones, temporarily bonded with Captain Marvel through the Negabands, was drawn into the negative zone. Annihilus captured Jones, hoping to exploit the ongoing Kree-Skrull War for his own ends. However, Jones managed to tap into the Destiny Force, a powerful latent ability, and escaped, effectively ending the conflict. But to go on, Annihilus's quest for power would eventually lead him to kidnap Franklin Richards, the son of Reed and Susan Richards, whose immense psionic abilities posed a danger to both the negative zone and the positive matter universe. Though Annihilus's plans were thwarted by the Fantastic Four, his obsession with acquiring new sources of energy and power continued to drive him. Yet, at one point, he would form a temporary alliance with Reed Richards to recover his stolen cosmic control rod from the Mad Thinker's android named Scavenger. This highlighted Annihilus's willingness to cooperate with former enemies when it served his best interests. Throughout his countless confrontation with Earth's heroes, Annihilus proved to be a cunning and relentless adversary. He orchestrated several invasions of Earth, often forming uneasy alliances with other villains such as Blastar. However, his plans were frequently foiled by the combined efforts of the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and other heroes. Yet, despite these setbacks, Annihilus remained a persistent threat, continually seeking to expand his dominion over both the negative zone and the positive matter universe. But make no mistake, one of Annihilus's most devastating campaigns was through the usage of his Annihilation Wave, a massive invasion of the positive matter universe that saw him allying with the likes of Thanos and capturing Galactus to harness his power. His powerful Annihilation Wave army swept across the cosmos, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. However, the combined efforts of heroes such as Nova, Silver Surfer, and Drax the Destroyer ultimately led to Annihilus's defeat. And in a final, brutal confrontation in this conflict, Nova would kill Annihilus by ripping out his internal organs, seemingly ending his reign of terror. Yet, Annihilus's story did not end there. He was later reborn on Kree-Lar, the former capital of the Kree Empire, and began plotting his return to power. As he grew in strength, he continued to manipulate events from the shadows, biding his time until he could once again challenge the heroes of Earth and the cosmos. So, Annihilus's long and storied history in the Marvel Universe is a testament to his resilience and the persistent threat he poses to all life. Whether clashing with the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, or powerful beings like the Hulk or Galactus, Annihilus remains one of the most dangerous and relentless villains in Marvel Comics. driven by an insatiable hunger for power and an all-consuming fear of death. So as long as Annihilus exists, the universe will never be safe from the threat of annihilation. Now, for his powers and abilities and his influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Annihilus a rating of 10, which is a legendary rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.